Let's try this again. I just tried this bit. My mouse is like struggling. I don't know why. I don't know why it's struggling right now. I think it's because my computer is warm, so it's struggling. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this video out to as fast as possible. So I would like to know when the actual, because it seems like this guy left. It says this spring. Also, are they giving us a release date? Because they mentioned spring twice. After they introduced the art team, if you go down here, yeah, and see the stuff. Like, this is all, I think this is all new, like, pre-alpha, but this is new, like, images of stuff. So I'm pretty sure this stuff is new. Also, I want to take attention to, this. This is on the battle map. This is on the actual, like, tactical battle. This is they finally put in the, I don't think these are ready yet. The little, like, portrait symbol things. I don't think they're ready yet. Because I don't know where he is on the map for this. It's supposed to be, like, right here. This is supposed to be, like, the commander right here. But I don't know if this is properly aligned with the actual movement of the units. So I have no idea. Where Napoleon's supposed to be here, I don't know if he's actually there or not. Well, I know he's on the map. I'm talking about like when the unit moves, the unit card that you click on to move the unit, I don't think it's synced up with the actual movement of the unit yet for the commanders. My mouse is freaking out. My mouse is it's really been struggling today. This car is dropping, man. Really been struggling today. I want to show you guys this. I don't think there's a unit cap with the amount of units you can. What the fuck? Okay. With the amount of units you can have. I don't think there is, because if you look at Massena's division, which, so this, I'm pretty sure there's all 4 divisions are here. Cause there looks to be something over here, because you can see Napoleon goes Army of Italy, and then there's a little line that goes over here. And then a little artillery in it. So I'm assuming there's a whole other division. He has 4. Napoleon has all 5 of his divisions here. So there's a division, there's Arthur Rowe's division, then there's also something way over here. You can't see it. If you're in the game and you scroll over, you slide over this direction, you can see the other division. But there's the division off on the side here, and there's the division right over here. So I don't know. Also, Massena has 3 brigades. I hope this works. The unit history, I hope it actually works, because there is unit history in. What's moving? Oh, it's that. Okay, I'm like, what's moving? Sorry, guys, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I hope the unit history actually works this time, instead of it being like. I hope the unit history is for like the actual combat units and the HQ. See, what the fuck was that? My nose, Jesus, what the hell? Good job. Sorry guys, I was playing a game on my phone earlier. I left my phone on so I could play the game, but apparently not. This. So yeah, back to this. My nose, I'm not getting sick. Well, the weather is changing, so I'm probably gonna start getting colder around the end of August, early September. So yeah, and this heat will finally go away. Yeah, but like I hope you can You can like add. You can put as many battalions. Because battalions are smaller than brigades. Like you would be. I hope you can put as many battalions in a brigade as possible. Because there's more units than just these 3 units that we see here. People don't really notice that there's units on the bottom here. And also there's 8 battalion. I know what I'm doing when I first get this game. I think I'm going to do it after I take Milan, or whenever I take Milan. I'll explain it when the game actually comes out. I'll explain my plan, but my plan for Grand Tactician, I'm definitely going to release some videos for it. But I might have to play some of the stuff like I do with Grand Tactician 1, where I play off screen, and then I show you guys, and then I tell you guys what I'm doing, or that I did off screen. But I'm pretty sure the game's coming out in like September, October, maybe? Definitely October. Because they've been working on this game for what, 10 months now? And they just added like, what, 5 art people to get the game to the finish line? So, and the game looks like if they have the order of battle for the actual tactical battles done, how much of the campaign is done? They haven't really mentioned anything else about the campaign. And that was, what, they mentioned the campaign, what, 3 months ago? I think it's on this. 3 months ago, right? It's 3 months ago? Because, I mean, they even have the officers made. So that means they're making progress on the actual campaign map. Because if they already have that done, that makes sense. Because you wouldn't be able to change it. Also, okay, anyway, they took most of the rest of July off to be able to, I guess, get stuff. I guess they had to get the art team done, which for them to have this much done, and they also, if you go up here, it says Peter left, so I'm guessing he left. Like, he's gonna leave in October? November? October? Maybe, like, after the game, after Grand Tactician 3, after Grand Tactician 2 comes out, he's gonna leave, he's gonna finally leave the studio. Because he supposedly left, I'm guessing already, because I don't know what this spring means. Does it mean, like, September, October is when he's leaving, or... And also, are they giving us a release date for the game? But not like a month, like a quarter, basically. So spring could be anything from... Yeah, it could be anything. It could be September, well, it could be August, September, October. It's definitely not going to be August, though. It's definitely not going to be August. Because spring is what? Spring is 3 months. Summer is, longer. Summer is 4 months. So summer is May, June, right? No, technically, yeah, technically summer is 4. It's 3 months, but if you add, since winter is November, December, January, February, that's 4 months. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. You guys might hear this from my phone. I'm gonna look it up. Let me see. What? You guys are gonna hear me say this, so. How many months is spring? Alright. Oh, okay. So, no, that doesn't make sense. Because winter start. Wait, hang on. What? Google's getting something wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Is okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say end of August. Just. Yeah, because spring is about 3 months, 3.5, 2 months, 3.5 months. Okay, yeah, 3.5. I'm gonna say 3.5 months. Well, now August kids go back to school in August, so yeah, 3 months. August, September, October. That's spring. And then winter is November, December. Yeah, consistent winter. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, December. So October, December, January, February, March. So that's like November, December, January, February, end of March. 5.5 months. 5.5 months. Winter is 5.5 months. Because time goes back in the winter, so 5.5 months, maybe. I don't know. I know spring. I know summer is summer break for everybody is 2 months. Technically 2 months. 3.5 months if you count like the end of beginning of August. Because you're technically not in school yet, depending on what day the 1st of August is. So technically, so yeah. The game's definitely not coming out in August, but I do believe they're gonna be able to get it out this winter, this spring. So with them mentioning that the in-house guy is leaving in the spring, which is August, September, November. No, August, September, October. Sorry, August, September, November. That's 3 months of spring. Right? Or am I tripping on it? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, because November starts. Yeah, November is when the cold starts. So yeah. Winter. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to get out before winter because then that's the holidays and they're definitely not gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to get the game out in the holidays because they have most of these guys have actual family and kids and stuff like that to do. So once the holidays come around, I don't think they're gonna have time to really work on it. Well, it's their job, but still they gotta have family time and they're gonna go off break again eventually. So maybe they'll be able, I'm hoping they'll get it out in the spring. I'm hoping October. So that means they have 2 months. Because if they already have this done, because and they also said, see you in the future. Like they put an exclamation point on it. So I'm assuming they're confident. I wish they would, give us a little bit of a hint. Which I'm pretty sure the September is like. Why would they specifically? Why would they say that Peter left? And then this September. Also, they said during the recent development updates, we've described how the art team is improving on the visuals. Yeah. Okay. So we know. So the main team is, I'm pretty sure, done with the battle layer. So they say here how the art team is working on improving the visuals. They didn't say mechanics, they said visuals of the battle layer. While the main team, while the campaign layer, infrastructure, and systems. So I'm assuming they're completely done with the cause it's been 6 months. It's been like okay. It's been a couple months since they said the battle layer, right? Since they talked about the last time they talked about the battle layer was so they showed us the graphics, which I'm pretty sure this is from the new art team. So this was in May. This was back in May. So that means they've been working on the game for what, 2 months? Yeah. Campaign. They even showed campaign units. This is what, 6 months ago. Just April, May, June, July. Yeah, they've been working on it for 4 months. Unless they're working on the game super slow. I'm talking like they're like George R. Martin slow. Like the George R. Martin slow. That's how slow they are. I know it's only 4 people, but 3 people. The main team is now 3 people, right? No, the main team is still 4 people. Yeah, right? No, because wasn't Peter someone who also worked on the UI stuff? Hang on, let me scroll all the way back down here too. Hold on. I must go all the way back to the announcement one. Yeah, December. Oh, he was art. Okay, yeah. So there's only 2 people on the main team now. Wait, no. There's still 3 people on the team now. Officer. Also, if they don't have the officers already in the game, and also this was, I believe, it was Wessel. So Wessel is doing the UI. So it was Wessel. I'm pretty sure it was Wessel's idea to do the drag and drop. So we can thank Wessel for that, for the drag and drop thing. Which I still think you should be able to manually, like, not like putting anybody in charge, but like manually, like go into click on the officer portrait and like promote him basically. Promote him basically. I still think you should be able to do that, because if I want, say I'm on the grand campaign, right, and I want to make this say a marshal, so that means I have to take out whoever I already had in command of a corps. Because marshals commanded corps, and major generals commanded corps. So, in the French army, at least the French army of the Grande Armée, corps commanders were major generals and then marshals. But it was weird because they also had major generals on the staff, and then they had they had generals of divisions, command division. But anyway, it's weird. But yeah, major generals and corps were commanded by major generals and marshals. Those are like the highest 2 ranks. Well, there is lieutenant general, but I think there's only one. I think Murat was the only one that was the lieutenant general, because he was like a duke. Well, was Latin? No, Latin was a marshal. So I think in the hierarchy, I think technically, I guess, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna do the different like command things, because like, how are you gonna do that? Why? Because at first, when they first announced the game, I thought they were only doing for the whole game. They were only doing brigade commanders, major generals, and then marshals. Major general marshals. But now they could be doing the whole command to it. So from We know they're doing the whole command structure eventually, or we can mod it in, or you can mod the whole command structure in. If you really want the whole Grand Army, command structure, you can do it. You can put in the full command structure, because if you look at this, these got Joubert. I'm gonna use Joubert. So Joubert is a brigade commander. The commanders of battalions should be colonels. So and also I'm pretty sure you can select the different colonels, because if I look in this video, it shows that's the battalion. So I'm assuming you're gonna be able to assign commanders to battalions, unless they took that out. This is unfinished, obviously, but if they already have this screen done, well, not done, but like if they already have it in a pre-alpha state, pre-alpha state. And also, this shouldn't take that long to finish. This shouldn't take that long to finish. Like, if Wessel's already gotten, like, the full, like, order of battle, and the paper, he's doing two things. So I guess, yeah, if he has like the full like command system done, because that looks, I know these two are like work compatible images, but like most likely there's gonna be a little bit more color, but most likely you're gonna look like this. Most likely, like the little like him selecting it, that's probably gonna stay. The orange, like this orange stuff is permanent. It's probably not gonna change. This stuff isn't gonna change. Like some of this stuff that you see here is probably set in stone. They're not gonna change. Like the portraits, they're not gonna go back and change the portraits. They're not gonna do that. And also we need to come out and, we know they're not using AI, because we know who does the portraits. They literally state the name of the guy who does the portraits. I think they did this because people thought they were using AI. I think they released this one because I know on this video, if you click on YouTube, if you go on YouTube and go through the comment section, there's like a bunch of people saying, oh, they're using AI. And I think they released the art team like thing to let people know, hey, we're not using AI, we're using actual people. Here's the names of the people. I mean, they could still be using AI, but I doubt it, since they released the actual names of the people. And if we find out, oh, they're using AI, they're like, oh, you guys are using AI. But I didn't think they were using AI, so they're using actual people. And these are their faces. Also, this is are they even using these portraits? I don't know. Also, we know what the next game is gonna be. Cause look at Wessel. This is Wessel right here. I'm pretty sure the next game is gonna be the Great Northern War. Because why would they show this like a Great Northern War like reenactment with the Coalians? Coalians. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, the Swedish soldiers of Charles the 12th soldiers. Why would they show this if they weren't planning on doing the next game? That's the next game. Also, some of this stuff I believe is new. So yeah, this and this. I was gonna do a video on that they released, but like also what is it? I think they mentioned somewhere that they did only they only did infantry or something? Fuck, oh. That they only did infantry or something? Somewhere? Which I think it's up here. It's a lot to read. And he's already worked on the paper map graphics, but he has been taking over the role of UI artist. Which I'm pretty sure, if he took over the role of UI artist, that means that Peter was the guy who was the UI artist for Grand Tactician. So he might have done some of the UI stuff already. So maybe the drag and drop wasn't Russell's idea. Maybe it was Peter's idea, and he just said, "Nah, I'm leaving." But drag and drop would be a good thing, basically. Before he left, he was in charge of that, and it was his idea. So yeah, I don't really know, but yeah, he has a long history in visuals. Yeah, so I'm saying he has a long history. So it shouldn't take him that long to make stuff. Also, they said infantry or something. I know they mentioned like infantry somewhere in here somewhere. It might have been up here. Also, they had to have already been a part of the team. So not this spring, but last spring. Technically, they were probably recruited in like what, September? Not September, but not May, June, because that's when they started releasing. Now let's go back here. Yeah, May. It's probably May. Because this is when they did the graphics thing. And they literally said that So I'm pretty sure those 5 guys were included in May. That's probably when Peter announced, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving the company," or whatever, "I'm leaving the company." And that's when they hired on the extra 5 guys. Or 4 guys, technically, because Wessel was already there. It seems like Wessel was already there, so... Or freelancing or working on it or whatever for them already. So yeah, so the 4 extra guys. Technically there's 4 people, but if Russell was already there for Grand because he was, it literally says he was there for Grand Tactician, wasn't it? Yeah, Russell was already there. So yeah, so technically they only hired 4 people. So Russell might have been like a freelance guy that they hired, or maybe part-time. And then they hired 4 extra guys to help him since he's doing, since he's now the head of the art department, isn't he? Isn't he the head of the art department? Oh no, he's doing UI, isn't he? Yeah, he's taking on the role of, UI. Yeah. UI artist. Okay. So maybe they'll be able to get the game out earlier. Because I don't know what this September means. Because they hired these guys back in May. Well, they were probably hired in May. They were probably like talked to, interviewed, that sort of stuff. But they only started working on the actual game now. Well, end of May. Well, but yeah, probably end of May. Early June. End of May, early June. Because this is probably what's his name. Yeah. Napoleon. Obviously it's not final, but yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of these portraits, I wish they would update on some of the portraits. On what portraits are final and what are not. This is probably the... I need to hurry up. I'm probably going to be done in less 2 seconds. I know I'm yapping, but... This here, this. So... My only complaint right now is I hope before they release the game, they put the recoil on the goddamn cannon. I hope they do that. I hope someone does that before they release the game. And the recoil doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to rig it up with the thing and fire it. Like, all it's doing is shooting and then falling backwards. That's it. And then you gotta push it forward again. So it's literally just a firing animation back and then pushing it back up again. Animation. That's it. All you gotta do, I mean, hell, even Total War does that. And Total War's a buggy mess, so... Yeah. but I don't know how many maps they've done. I don't know if, like, I hope there's different maps. Oh, and they also mentioned there's. See, that's what I'm talking about. They also mentioned there's no most recent. Oh, he's the most recent recruit. So he's from like June. Yeah, so most of these guys are from like May, June ish. Probably even farther back. They also said the most recent recruit. He also said they don't have take place in the summer. This is about to change. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not. The game's gonna be coming out sometime soon because they're starting to get to winter. So they haven't gotten the winter. That shouldn't take long to do, honestly, because all you gotta do is take this and make it white. Take it and make it white. All you gotta do is take it, make it white, and make it look like snow. That's it, and put it in. Boom, you're done. So they don't want to make this. Well, I mean, they would have to technically make 4 different textures, right? They have to technically make 4 different textures, since there's supposed to be an environmental system that like impacts the player. That like impacts the player, right? And I think winter is the only thing they have to do, left to do, right? So we'll see in October. I hope the game comes out in October, or at least we get a release date in October. Because they only have 4 months left. I'm not counting August. We're already in August. I'm not counting August. I'm counting like they only have 3 months left before December. Because my thing was this: if they don't get the game out in December, it ain't coming out this year. I hope it comes out this year, but if it's not out at the end of November, maybe mid-November, it's not coming out this year. So that means they have to really like work to get this game out, to get this game done. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be able to do it because they have. It's not just the 3 people. It's like 6 people now. I think a total of 6 people because you got the main team, which is Wessel, Oliver, and the game the game designer. Those 3 guys, which is the main team, and then you have 4 extra people. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 people. I think right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not technically Wessel. No. Well, I don't know how much Peter did. So technically there's been 9 people on the team. So the team's technically been 9 people working on the game. And you can kind of see that they're starting to ramp up. They're starting to get to the finish line of the game. I hope. Because I know when Bank 60's interviewed, they said they were about halfway done with the French fashion. Like they were behind on art. So I think they hired these extra guys to help with the art because they said they were behind on art. So I don't know if they're still behind. I mean, if they're going into winter now, then that means they're not behind. They're caught up with summer. All the summer textures. I swear to God, if next month we have a snow texture, that confirms that the game is getting ready to not come out, but it's getting close to the finish line. I swear to God, if we get a video of them, of like snow, I swear to God, that's gonna confirm what I wanted, that the game's coming out in either September or October. Which, in my opinion, that's when the game should come out. October, November, October. No. Well, yeah. September, October. Around there. So like around October, September. and then that way they can let the game go into Christmas season, let the game get those Christmas sales, and then make a bunch of money off the game. Because people are definitely buying it. Because if you, I have to look later, but I think I saved it on here somewhere. Is it? Here we go. If you go to yeah, no, I don't get it. Man, my mouse is struggling right now. If you look at IMDb, you on the IMDb page, they did something to the actual game. They did something on Steam to the actual game, to the game launcher or whatever. They did something. I don't know what they did, but they did something. July, the 29th of July, which was the day before the 30th. I don't know what they changed, but does it tell me? The metadata. It's the metadata. What did they? Wait, here? Wait. Also, I want to let you guys know, the first time the game actually popped up on Steam was in June of 2025. June 18th, 2025, Napoleon, Waterloo. That, one of the anniversaries of Waterloo. So, that's kind of cool. And then they announced the game, 6 months later? Which means they have been working on it since they stopped developing, since they stopped working on since they full released Grand Edition 1 and 2021. So that's why the updates were like, you could tell the updates started to slow down because there were more bugs and more stuff like that in the game. So you could tell they were kind of like, we're done with this game a little bit. You could tell. But now that I know that the game was first seen on Steam, because ModDB is not owned by Steam, but they're the same, they use the same stuff to find the stuff, right? So yeah, that kind of confirms it. Also, they have English, French, Italian, which is greater, German, Spanish, Spain, and Finnish. That's weird. That's kind of weird. Well, I know one of the guys is from Spain. English, French, Canadian, Jesus Christ, Italian, and German. I'm guessing that's where the main markets are. That's why the game's in like German and that, because that's where the main markets are. Okay, so what did they change? Can I see what they changed? Let's see update history. What they removed something? They would what? What did they remove? Unknown. What the fuck? What? Yeah. Oh, that was 2 days ago. App unknown type. What did they do? I guess they broke something or didn't put something in right? I don't know. Oh, this is all the other games that are, What do you mean unknown app? Hold on. I don't know what the. Oh, store tag. Oh, they changed the store tag or something. Also, they changed the headers. This is a different header than it was before. This has changed. If you go down here, they changed this stuff. Yeah, they changed the header. They changed the header. They changed this stuff to a what? What is it one? 4 months ago? I don't know what they changed here. They changed something. Okay, I think I'm done. I'll record a Grand Tactician video after my computer gets done charging. So, yeah. Bye, guys. Oh, I wanted to say, I think the game's coming out in maybe September, October. That's what I want. I want the game to come out in September, October. So that way, I want to play it. But you know what? I'm done.